Hi, my name is Leah Reynolds, and I am so excited that you have gone ahead and opted in to do this program with me. What it's going to be is a 5-day video series, and every day I'm going to send you a video of some exercises that you can do in the comfort of your own home with your children running around. It's going to take 15 to 20 minutes per day, and I guarantee you that after 5 days of doing these exercises, you will absolutely be in better shape than you were 5 days before. And the beauty about this is that this is a series that you can do week after week. You can also switch up some exercises as well. So before we get started, I just want to take 1 minute and talk for a second about the importance of nutrition. So in our physical health and our mental health, physical activity is extremely, extremely important. And the other component of that is nutrition. They say actually that it's 80% the nutrition that you put in your body and 20% the exercise. So this series is going to be focusing on the 20%, the exercise, and I will be also giving you some tips on the nutrition side of things. So let's go ahead and get started. And today we're going to start with our warm-up, which is going to be inchworms. I'm going to do the inchworms in videos a couple of the other days as well. So an inchworm is basically, you're going to find a place in your house where you can go forward into a plank position, so the length of your body. We're going to start with as straight of legs as possible, and we're going to just inch our way out. As soon as you can, you're going to get those legs straight, inch out, inch out, inch out, as far as you possibly can till plank. Then you're going to start to inch those toes in, all the way up to standing. If you had a space in your house that was long enough, you could keep going, or the other option is just turn around and do it again. So again, inching those arms out as far as you feel like you can to plank, and then inching those toes in. We're going to do 10 inchworms as a warm-up. So the first exercise that we're going to start with on today's circuit is a plain old push-up. However, I am going to ask you to do it in a little bit of a different way than you probably have. And it's going to be a kind of a chaturanga style push-up if you're familiar with yoga. We're going to spread our fingers wide, really press the palm of our hands down and grind it, twist it into the ground. You're going to come up, pull those elbows in, and chest is going to come down slightly before and up. Up. If this is too much for you, you can go ahead and do the modified version and come to your knees. Same thing, keeping those elbows really tight into your body and push up and down. I'm going to recommend 10 to 20 of these push-ups. So the second exercise we're going to move into today is our dips. Dips are excellent for the back of your arms, also for your full back. You're going to find a bench or a chair or a couch, something where you can get into this position. The closer your heels are to your bottom, the easier it is, the less weight there will be. So this is the easiest version of dips. The further you walk your feet away from your bottom, the heavier it gets. You can go all the way to straight legs. And if you really are good, you can move your feet up to a chair that you've set out in front and have both your legs suspended. That will be even heavier. So those are our dips. I'm going to recommend a minimum of 15 to 20 dips. So the third exercise we're going to move into today is our lunge. There are a couple of important things to keep in mind while we're doing our lunges. One is we want our shoulders to always be over our hips. Secondly, as we lunge forward, we never want our knees to be over our toes, but rather over our heels or in between our heels and our toes. So again, shoulders back, always keeping that upper body straight. We don't want this. We really want our upper body straight up and down. So lunges, we're going to do 30 to 40. So that's 15 to 20 on each side. This is going to get us nice and warm. Okay, our fourth exercise for today is our straight-legged deadlifts. It's one of my favorites. It looks so simple, but this is a really powerful exercise. So just as it sounds, we're going to start with straight legs. We're going to bend from our hips. We're going to come straight down till our chest is parallel with the floor. Now with this exercise, there are a couple of important things to keep in mind. First, as we pull up, we're going to be pressing our heels into the ground and really pulling with everything on our backside. Come up and squeeze. Another important thing with the straight-legged deadlift is to make sure that you're really keeping that chest up, shoulders back, and we're not rounding in our back. We're really keeping it flat and extended. Arms can be loose. Come up and squeeze. It looks so simple, but I promise you that if you do this exercise, you will have sore hamstrings. It's a fantastic one. Okay, our fifth and final exercise for this today and this circuit is going to be our Russian twist. So you're going to go ahead and sit down on the ground. We're going to balance on our bottoms. We're going to put our feet up, cross our feet. If you have a medicine ball or something small that's maybe 4 to 6 pounds, you can hold that in front of you. And we're just going to twist side to side. And this is a great exercise that requires some balance. It's fun, so you can forget about that you're doing tummy exercises. And we're going to do these twists 20 to 40 times. So that brings us to the conclusion of day 1 of our Get Your Skinny Jeans On circuit that we're doing from the comfort of our home. I hope you've received some value for this. I encourage you to go ahead and follow this for the next 5 days. I guarantee that you will feel differently at the end. I'd also like to encourage you to click on the link below. That is going to get you a free 15-minute coaching call with me where we can take a closer look at your personal fitness and nutrition goals, weight loss goals. I am a coach and I have assisted many people in releasing their unwanted pounds and inches, and I can do the same for you. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you on day 2. As I mentioned earlier in the video, 20% of the results that you're going to see are going to be based on the exercise routine that you're doing, and 80% are going to be based on the nutrition that you're putting into your body. So my nutrition tip for today has to do with protein. Every single cell in our body is made up of protein. So in order to support our systems, we want to make sure we're giving our bodies a protein that it can absorb and process and use. Not all proteins are the same. For example, a chicken breast, the protein in a chicken breast, only 35% of it is absorbed and usable by our bodies. Studies have shown that whey protein is the most superior and most beneficial protein to put in the human body. It contains all of the essential amino acids, making it best for muscle growth and maintenance and repair. By providing our bodies with a whey protein, there are many benefits that we will see. Some of these benefits include speedy recovery after a workout, reduce muscle loss, more easily increase our lean muscle mass. It helps curb our cravings. Whey protein has also been shown in certain studies to reduce the risk of cancer. It helps our body better cope with stress, and it can improve our immune system. There are some things you want to look for in a good whey protein. One is you want to make sure that it's whey. Second, you want to make sure that it's organic. You don't want all of the herbicides, pesticides, and hormones that our milk these days is filled with. You want to look for an undenatured whey protein. What that means is that in the extraction process, the whey in the milk has not been heated to over 165 degrees. That leaves all of the protein strands in their original form and most bioavailable to our bodies. And thirdly, you want to make sure that the company that's producing the whey does third-party testing to ensure that the whey is clean of harmful substances such as heavy metals. That's my health tip for the day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.